Hi, my name is Michael Argolevich. I am a registered nurse and clinical director for Tidewell Hospice, and I want to welcome everyone to our Venice Hospice House today.
Good afternoon. My name's Paula Gismondi. I'm a clinical social worker here at the Venice Hospice House. It's been a real lifetime experience for me. I have met so many really fabulous people who are going through really terrible times. I can remember a young gentleman that came in. He had lung cancer. He was in his 40s. He had young children. He was out of work. He and his wife were really struggling. It's agencies like the Community Foundation that helped with the family in their grief to be able to bury him in a traditional way.
In the greater Venice area alone, we have cared for 1,400 patients. Out of those 1,400 patients, there were 9 in the area that we cared for under charity care. And that's where you come in. I'd like to share one story with you specifically that comes to mind. Frank came to us in a very, very special way. Our first contact with Frank was from a call from the fire department. And when they called us one morning, they described that they had one of our hospice patients that had their apartment burned down. So we immediately thought that we could help Frank out since he was one of our patients already, and we asked them to bring Frank to the Venice Hospice House. Now Frank, of course, he went through the fire and he lost everything. He lost all his valuables, he lost all his checkbooks and address books and all his contact, and I got a sense from Frank that he just lost everything. But it wasn't a short time that we started turning things around for Frank. We were able to get him clothes, medical care at the Venice Hospice House, care and services, support from the social worker, resources in the community, and a great effort was made for Frank. And he needed simple things of like hygiene care and nutrition. He wasn't a very nutritious guy or not eating well. Frank also had a love for music, and he was more or less a guitar player, and he lost everything in his fire, so we were able to provide a guitar as well for Frank. Frank now could play some music that he loves and it came from his heart. And he kind of gave us some performances as well, and it made for a very joyous time at the hospice house. Frank had some symptoms of chest pain and breathing difficulty, and we were able to lessen that as well with the help of the grant. Once he felt better, we could see that his disease was furthering. He did continue to lose some weight despite all the efforts of nutrition, and he did pass with us in the care. But the quality of care he was able to receive was phenomenal, and the partnership that we can do for our patients and families in this greater Venice area is overwhelming, and I just want to thank each and every one of you that contributed towards this.